Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where I'm currently wondering why there's a Slurpanor colony ship in the middle of our empire here. I'm wondering if they're going down to here? But if they are, why would they take this route? Well, it would go through this wormhole, I suppose. Okay, we're gonna close our borders to them. I don't want them going down there. Wait, what? Our borders are closed to them. How are they here? Our borders are closed to them. Okay. So, What are they doing here? They're just sitting. Okay, now they're moving. They should not be allowed to do this. Our borders are closed. We could open our borders and then re-close them. Maybe it's just a bug. Do we need to tick it forward a bit to be able to close it? Or is there a cooldown on that? There might be a cooldown on it. Let's let it go forward until, like, the end of the month tick. Okay. Can we close our borders now? Can control access towards Slurpanoi Foundation. Cannot control access for subjects of this type. Oh, wait, they're a subject. Maybe? Are they a subject of the Rontor Hive? They have a truce? Ah, the Slurpanor are a vassal under the Interstellar Ishni Compact at this point. Okay, so that's these guys. So I need to close our borders with them. There we go. Okay. That makes more sense. I was very confused for a moment there, but it got there in the end. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and grab our research lab here. And then there's this industrial world. We're doing okay on our consumer goods for the time being. So I think we're going to put in an alloy foundry. Cool. On this mining world, of course, we want to do some mining. You might have been able to see that coming, but we're going to put in a mining district. On this industrial world here, I actually wouldn't mind partially pivoting this into being an agro world as well. We're not going to fully pivot it. This is a factory world here. We can put in an industrial district here once we have the resources for that, which will be on the next month tick. We're also down, though, on our housing, so we should put in a city district here. Definitely. So as soon as this month tick comes in, we will do so. Let's see here. Anything of note here? No. Cool. Okay, so there's that all reasonably under control. I do want to go through these bastions and make sure that we have these reasonably online. We will put in a gun battery here and a target uplink computer. No, a communications jammer. There we go. Cool. We'll do a hangar bay, gun battery, and communications jammer. This one's good to go. Hangar bay, gun battery, and communications jammer. And then there's this station down here that we'll go ahead and upgrade to a Starhold. And of course, Epsilon Eridani that we already upgraded, we can put in a pair of trade hubs there. Beautiful. So that'll be fine. Technology and do we need any other defensive stations? Honestly, other than this over here, that kind of does it. Cool. So looking in at our civilian ships here, I would love to build a starbase here. We're definitely low on our influence. We finished up our deep crust engineering. We can grab more naval cap, but I don't feel like that's strictly speaking necessary right now. So instead, we could simply go for another tile blocker clearance. There we go. Cool. So the first fleet does need to get reinforced. We'll get started on that. Cool. The Rhine is moving up to Nullion, and Nullion is, of course, going to need a defensive station there. We've already got one in Murga. We'll need one in Strubius. So we may as well get that started. Where else will we need one? Well, eventually, we'll need one guarding this L gate. I don't think anybody's opened the L cluster yet, but we will eventually need that. And then we're going to need one here as well, and one in Sirius. Yeah, we'll definitely need one in Sirius. So we're going to need additional starbase capacity. So that's good to know. The Rhine and the Orinoco are just chilling for the moment. And in fact, we should probably... I was going to say we should consider getting rid of a construction ship because we don't really have the capacity to run 3 construction ships, but they're all in very different areas, and so I don't think that's super useful at this moment.
Construction complete.
Okay. What do we got going on in our planets for the moment? We need a job on Seoberg. We can simply upgrade a research complex. How are we doing on our exotic gases? That would put us negative on exotic gases. Okay. Instead, we could put in a city district, and we'll do that. For this tech world here, we can definitely put in a research lab. There we go. Fantastic. And we're developing very quickly at this point.
Technology.
So that's fantastic. There's that tile blocker clearance finished up, or the tile blocker research done, rather. We know that we're going to need more starbase cap, so let's go ahead and grab that right now. And on Epsilon Eridani, these guys are displaying psionic potential. Sure. We're going to put in a hydroponics bay here just to get ourselves a little bit more food coming in. Cool. So we're going to want to eventually upgrade all of these to star fortresses. They're not going to hold out particularly well as it is right now. And we're still working on expanding out all of our structures here. So that'll take time. Expanding out all of our star bases, that is.
Initiating communications.
Non-aggression pact with the Calictora. We agree with that for now. We'll go back on that eventually, but for now we agree with a non-aggression pact. We need 2 additional influence to grab Nullion, and that'll be fine. And the first fleet can go ahead and reinforce here. Cool. We lost our engineering researcher, and we definitely need a new one. These are all kind of bad. We'll go for the cheap one, I guess, but I'm not happy about it. Okay. So battleships will be done in 10 months. Gamma lasers in 8. We should probably just bank alloys for the time being, rather than queue up additional things. So we'll start doing that for now. We'll grab Nullion. And of course the Orinoco is just chilling over here, doing absolutely nothing. We are going to need defenses in Sasan and Kastaba as well. So we can go ahead and get started on those starports. As soon as we have the alloys. There we go. Cool. So that's all underway.
Complete.
We finished up in Strubius here, so gun battery, missile battery, and eventually a disruption field generator. Our alloys are not really getting banked up. I'm aware of that. Okay, so that brings us up to 16 starbase cap. I like it. Let's go for interstellar economics next.
Construction complete.
The Arcanon's Maw starbase finishes up. We'll do gun battery. That's all we can afford for the moment.
Complete.
And we're going to build mining stations in Nullion. We have a lot of construction that we're doing right now. And that's great. We're going to have this area finished up pretty soon, though. So the Ganges isn't doing anything over here. We'll move over to Eolum. And the Orinoco is going to want to build here as soon as it can, but that'll be a ways out yet. Okay, let's check in real quick on our colonies. We definitely need a gene clinic and a city district here. This world's already good to go on that front. Okay. This Forge world needs a job, although it can migrate. I think for the time being, we're going to set this as an industrial world and put in an industrial district. There we go. This mining world, I'm going to go ahead and build this planetary administration, even though that is expensive. And this factory world is eventually going to need this tile blocker cleared. We'll go ahead and do that. On our capital, there's really not a lot that we can do, but they can migrate elsewhere. So we'll let them migrate.
Construction complete.
Fantastic. There's a bunch of star bases finishing up. On Vardavar, we'll get a planetary administration done.
Technology discovered.
Okay. More Slurpanor refugees coming in. I love it. Artificer output wouldn't be bad. Yeah, we can go for that. And of course, we just finished up gamma lasers. So, we are going to put in our level 5 lasers here. This chip design doesn't have enough power, sadly. So, in order to drop our power usage a little bit, I'm going to drop the sensors on our Corvettes. I don't love it, but it's what we'll do for right now. Okay. Gamma lasers for our destroyers. Man, our deflectors are bad. We really should think about working on that. And then gamma lasers for our cruisers as well. Beautiful. Everything else is good to go. Okay. So we're going to need to get those upgrading. That'll be pretty expensive, actually. We'll get that started. And that'll use up all of our alloys for a time. That's fine. We can bank influence for the moment. We're influence limited, not alloy limited. We've been hearing rumors about the impressive Human Star League for a while now, and we're pleased to make your acquaintance. For a nominal contribution of credits, we of the League of Potterers offer premium salvager services. From engine upgrades to scrapping fleets, whatever your needs, you can count on us. And to ensure that we start off in your good graces, how about a small gift to show our commitment to customer service? They gave us 2,000 alloys. I've never met these guys before. That's pretty cool. They're like ship mechanics. Task them with converting a fleet of our choosing back into alloys or purchase designs. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, there's our battleships done. And I think we're going to go for autocannons. Okay. Let's grab ourselves a basic a basic battleship design. And this is the Bismarck, huh? Okay. Sure. So this is pretty decent as it is. I do think all of the large weapons here are guns. And I think I'd like to have some be lasers. Have it be something kind of like this. That'll do. And I just like to get these all straightened out a bit. Man, we need better deflectors. There's no doubt about that. For now, we can run advanced afterburners, although that's not great on a battleship. We'll allow that for the moment. And we're, of course, going to, in both of these fleets, add in a single Bismarck-class battleship. We don't really have the space for more, but that's fine. We can then add in, like, an extra destroyer. Okay. There we go. So all of our fleets will take about 1,700 to get installed. That's fine. We're going to put in a missile battery and a communications jammer here. No, we're not. We're going to do a disruption field generator. Okay. Out over here, that's already queued up. I want to go through all of these quick. I know a bunch of them just finished, but these are all good to go. Okay, never mind. I would like to get upgrading here if we haven't. Yeah, that's going. And here, that's going as well. Okay, for some reason I thought that they weren't done. But we need to get one in Trappist as well. And that one definitely isn't. So we'll get that going. What other defenses are we going to need? One in the Tunari Vortex when we get that. And I think that's it. Okay, cool. So we've got all these upgrades underway. And for now, we'll bank up the alloys. We are building our mining stations here. Fantastic. And the Ganges is really wanting to build the starbase. So is the Orinoco. We just don't have the influence for the moment. Sad. Mining districts? We have enough of them, actually. That's cool. So this industrial world needs a job. And what do we want to put in here? Well, obviously we put in an industrial district. There we go. No problem whatsoever there.
Ships upgraded.
And then we've got our capital here. We're lacking about 2,000 minerals to get this system capital complex upgraded, but that will be valuable for us. So I think I'm just going to buy in the minerals for that. So we'll get that going. Fantastic. That'll take a while, but that will help. Okay. So the first fleet has finished its upgrades. That's beautiful. The third fleet is upgrading now. I do want to get this reinforced. So that fleet is now at full strength. More Slurpanor have arrived. Boy, everybody's just refugeeing on in. I like it. So I think that it's higher priority to come out over this way.
Construction complete.
There we go. The Ilix starbase just finished up. So we've got this one here. Gotcha.
Technology
We're going to do
discovered.
a hangar bay and a gun battery, and then we're going to do a communications jammer.
Construction
Salvage works,
complete.
huh? Facilitating closer collaboration with the Salvager Enclave. Interesting.
Ships upgraded.
Well, there's our artificer output finishing up. We can definitely grab antimatter reactors now. That's a pretty good thing for us to grab. Cool.
Construction complete.
And we've got these bastions down here finishing up. So we'll do gun battery, missile battery, and disruption field generator for each of those. There we go. So there's all of that upgrading. The Orinoco would love
Construction
to build.
Complete.
It's going to be a while. So I'm going to send it down to Ilix, and then from there, back to Halix. After it's done building in Ilix. Cool. So we definitely need a lot of alloys to get everything that we want done. So this is currently a factory world. I'm going to pop this over to being an industrial world, and we're going to put a... Well, there is a crystal mine ability here. That would be nice. We just had a migration happen. I'm going to put in the crystal mine for now.
Technology discovered.
This tech world requires housing, so we'll put in a city district there. And we also got our autocannon finished. Beautiful. Engineering research from researchers is hard to pass up. Okay. This tech world requires a job. Upkeep of 2 rare crystals. We can't really afford that. Okay. We're going to put in a city district here, although it's not, strictly speaking, ideal. Cool. So this is set up as a rural world right now. It's not really great. We're probably going to have this be a forge world. And I wouldn't mind getting additional agri worlds, but for now, this will have to do.
Construction complete.
Okay. So we need to upgrade this in Nolyan. We know that that wormhole requires defense, and Sirius as well.
Technology
So we'll get
discovered.
those upgraded. Commerce megaplexes, sure. What else do we have here? Fleet command limit? I'm not too concerned about that right now. We may just want to re-roll with something along the lines of Alien Zoo. There we go. So that'll finish up reasonably quickly. We've got a lot of these constructions ongoing.
Construction complete.
And we just finished up over in the Trappist system, so we'll do gun battery, missile battery, and disruption field generator there.
Construction complete.
The Rhine is done over here and will now move up to a pond. The Ganges will build its mining stations and then move down to the Tunari vortex. Okay. We've still got a bunch of locations to grab over here. And we've got a couple of locations to grab over here.
Construction complete.
And a few over this way as well. And we don't know that these shardlings are still here, to be fair. We don't know that. so we can find out eventually. The third fleet, its battleship will be done soon.
Technology discovered.
That's fantastic. And there's that Alien Zoo reroll. Additional starbase cap. We'll go for that. Fantastic. The Drake is not doing anything up here because its leader died. And a sapient AI assistant is pretty good. We can actually put that leader in charge of probably engineering. Our engineering is the slowest right now. So we'll put that leader in charge here. And then we'll put this guy in charge of this science chip. I'm going to start it heading down here, though. We'll put it onto passive, and we'll just move down to here for the moment. Okay. It'll take a while to get there, no doubt about that. So the Rhine is arriving up over here, and we're negative on food again. I knew that would be happening reasonably soon. Now, this is a forge world, and we're definitely going to put in an alloy foundry here. Cool. These upgrades are going to be a while yet, but that's fine. Okay. What is it that's not actually worker unemployment? Okay. No valid auto-migration destination for that. So one thing we might want to consider doing is coming in here and simply putting in a hydroponics farm, just so that we have a valid auto-migration destination. It's not a terrible concept.
Technology discovered.
Okay, so there's our antimatter reactors. Beautiful. Next up, we're going to grab the 0-point reactors. There we go. And deflectors will be coming after that. We do know that we have one that's available, so that'll be fine. This tech world requires a job, and at this point, the obvious choice is to put in a research lab. I'd love to put in a research institute. That's not a thing at this time. Sadly, the latest effort to add another NEMA to Zarkon Prime has failed. We could find no habitat spacious enough for such a massive beast to thrive. The scientists are not dismayed, however, and promise better results in the future. We'll try again. Okay. So many of these stations will be finishing up soon.
Construction complete.
But what I really want to do with these alloys right now is get our fleets ready to go. They'll be there eventually. And we're going to just bank for the moment. This is not what I want to look at. We're going to bank for the moment until the 0-point reactor is done, I think. And there's our districts. Cool. What's our new mandate? Mining again. Mining stations. Okay. That'll happen.
Construction complete.
Sounds good. So we're finishing up some of these bastions.
Construction complete.
Cool. These stations over here, of course, need a gun battery, missile battery, disruption field generator, so we'll get those going. And disruption field generator, there we go. We just need to get ourselves established in terms of our borders and our expansion, and things will start suddenly being a whole lot better. So that's great. I'm going to put in a mining district here, but I'm also interested in clearing these tile blockers. So we'll get that going. This tech world requires a city district. This factory world here, I'm going to bump that over to being a forge world. And we're going to put in an industrial district. This tech world here really needs a building slot more than anything, so we'll build a city district there. Cool. We're out of minerals, but we're also out of things that we want to build. So that's great. The Rhine is just chilling up over this way, and we definitely want to build that starbase. We'll get that underway. Fantastic. And we're going to get these research stations done reasonably soon here. We're going further negative in terms of food, which isn't great, but we'll see. We'll see how much we're able to do here. We don't really have that much for great agri-worlds, as it is. But we'll probably put in a hydroponics farm here on Earth.
Construction
once our system
complete.
capital complex finishes up. I think that's what we'll do there. This forge world
Construction
requires a job.
complete.
Okay. Easy enough. Industrial districts. No problem. The Trappist starbase is finished up.
Construction
That's
complete.
fine. And we need this industrial world to come a little further online. Now, we're pretty negative on our amenities here, and we should do something about that. So I'm going to put in a holo theater here to produce a bunch of amenities. Cool. Because we need to bring our happiness up, that's for sure. The Rhine is up over this way and is going to build its mining and research stations. Once it's done with that, it will make its way over to Dressel. We need to finish up this area. Oh, the Senate passed a resolution. I wasn't paying attention to the Senate. That's okay. I'm not too concerned. I'm sure our diplomats have that under control. Independence guarantee? Okay, that's fine. We don't care too much about that right now.
Construction complete.
So here on Earth, we are definitely going to put in a hydroponics farm. That's for sure. There we go. And this generator world here. We're doing okay on our energy credits, so I think for the moment, we're going to kind of split the difference between it being a generator and an agriculture world. It does have that super flare shielding, but I'm not too concerned about Unity, in all honesty. So I think we'll just fill out the agriculture districts here, and we'll build more generator districts later on. That should be fine. This industrial world here, we're kind of doing the same thing, splitting the difference and getting ourselves an agriculture district here. We do have that society research from jobs, but we may give that up for the time being. Okay, this tech world requires a job. The obvious choice here is to put in a research lab. We're very short on minerals for the moment. I'm going to buy them in just to get that going. There we go. Cool. So we're making a lot of progress there. We should probably do something about our sectors, but that sounds like work. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so we're going to create a new sector here, and a new sector here, and a new sector here, and a new sector here.
Construction complete.
Only Vardavar Prime in that one, huh? Okay. Awkward sectors are awkward, but there we go. Sounds good. It does space things out a little more, that's for sure. We're not going to automate the sectors, though. The only reason that we do that is to put governors in charge of them. There's our starbase cap coming up. Ship fire rate would be nice. The Bilnock built a gateway. That's good for them.
Construction complete.
Ecological adaptation is a thing that we might actually want to grab. There we go. Fantastic. And we're going to build our research stations here that we can't build. It requires dark matter drawing technology to get the society research here. That's a little wild, so we can't do that. Huh. Well, we're going to make our way down to Lishval. I guess that's okay.
Complete.
And it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue our expansion, and our economy is getting a lot stronger. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Catherall, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cambron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.